Guys, Techhead here, and today we will be reviewing the Pro Display XDR, Apple's most expensive display. But before we get started, can you all subscribe to my channel and like this video, if you like it of course, and turn on the post notification bell. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So the Pro Display XDR is perhaps the greatest display I've ever seen, and the specs show it off. It has a 32-inch Retina 6K display. It has 1600 nits of brightness. First of all, this is uncalled for. I don't think I've ever seen a monitor with this great of stats. If you guys can afford this monitor, without even thinking about it, I would just buy it. But for those of you who are a little bit more conscious with your money, I will explain to you all the benefits of this monitor and why you should buy it. So it has an astonishing 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio and has a super wide viewing angle. Super wide monitors are really good for people who want to multitask on the same monitor and they don't want to have dual monitors or a lot of cables and everything. So this kind of super wide displays are extremely good for people in that boat. So it has a 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. If you guys don't know about contrast ratios, it's basically comparing the black pixels to the white pixels, and this 1,000,000 to 1 for a static contrast ratio is crazy. Most monitors are only running at 1,000 right now, and this is at over 1,000,000, which is crazy. And it says it has over 1 billion colors presented with exceptional accuracy. This is a pretty good statement if it's true, but it is true. So I highly recommend you guys get this if you can afford it. And yes, the colors on this are amazing, and the dynamic range that transforms the professional workflow. Introducing Apple's world's best Pro display. So I don't know if you guys know this, but a couple years ago, Apple used to have not a couple years ago, but 5 years ago, Apple used to have this thing called a Thunderbolt display. It looked just like an iMac, and it was basically a monitor which you used your laptops or Mac minis to plug them up to. And that monitor ended up not working out because a lot of people screens were glitching and they were breaking. So Apple discontinued it, and now after a few more years, after they introduced some more stronger Macs, they've introduced this display, and this display is perhaps the greatest display like on the market right now. And the computer that this display was made for is actually costing over $10,000. So this display is no joke. And you have a PDF right here which explains the technology of it. And I'll link the website of this to I'll link the website to my description, and you guys can check this out for yourself. But let's keep continuing. So you can see the design of this. It's pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen a monitor like this ever. It has a 1, 2, 3, 4 USB-C ports or Thunderbolt 3. So there are no USB ports on this. So if you guys want USB ports, you might have to get an adapter. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal if you're buying this very expensive monitor. So it has a really futuristic design, and you can move it up and down. But I don't. But I believe that. There are bezels on this, so it might be a little bit harder to move it up and down without smudging the screen. But other than that, it seems pretty good. So the XDR is basically has a dynamic range to the extreme. So HDR is this technology that increases the contrast ratio, which can help benefit while you're gaming. So it explains that it has an XDR, which is far beyond HDR. So it's basically, they're calling it extreme dynamic range. So it's saying that has a really bright screen. So here it compares. Yeah, as I said earlier, it has about 350 nits. It's like the average monitor, and this one has over 1,000 nits and can almost go up to 16,000 nits. That is almost 4 times the average monitor, and the contrast ratio is 1,000,000 to 1. So there's black to white, and these stats itself, they just make this monitor so much more better. So let's keep going through it, and let's look at the P3 color gamut. This is used in the MacBook Pro, and I've seen this in real life, and this P3 is extremely good for color and visual effects. So if you guys are wanting a really good high quality monitor, P3 color gamut is really good. It has a 10-bit color depth, so with True Color, it can produce more than 10 or more than a billion colors with extreme accuracy and state-of-the-art calibration. So it basically ensuring that you have the highest quality possible. So let's keep looking through. So it's saying it has a LED and a whole new light. True to life imagery requires having extremely bright areas and without precise backlight control. Can cause intended glow causing blooming. The Pro Display XDR is able to dramatically reduce blooming using advanced LED technology. So LEDs, I'm pretty sure most people know what these are, but before LEDs, there used to be something called LCDs, and basically, when they had LCDs, they were a little bit less they weren't as efficient as LEDs, and they tended to break a lot easier. But other than that, they were pretty much the same. But LED displays are liquid, not literally liquid, but they're liquid displays. So they're easily being able to be transformed between different pixels. But comment below if you know some more, if I'm saying something wrong about this. But comment below. So it has intelligent image processing. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 different aspects to the screen, which is incredible. So there's innovation in every layer. There's a 576 blue LEDs work together. 576. That is a lot of LEDs. And the light is mixed and shaped. And the color is transformed. You guys can see right there what's going on. The brightness, feel free to pause the video whenever you want to read more about this, but I'm going to go a little quicker because this is a really long presentation. And you guys can look at this yourself in the I'll put the link so you guys can check it out yourself. So yes, the brightness, one chip makes it all possible. It's called a T-Con chip. So I don't know if you guys know much about the T-Con chip, but it is like one of the top chips right now for monitors, and it will help you a lot for visual quality. So over here you can see the super wide viewing angle, and it's 25 times better off the axis contrast ratio than a typical LED. So what they're saying here is that on a regular LED, like over here, you might have a little bit, like the contrast ratio might not be as good as in the middle, but here they're saying it's much better at off axis. So if it's over here, you're going to have much better graphics. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Less glare, even less glare. So earlier this week, I did a review of the LG 34 WL500 monitor, and this has significantly less glare than that. I went to my local Apple store and I've seen this monitor in person, and this is a very you can't even see a reflection even when the screen it's amazing. And it has nano texture glass, so the light is scattered further to reduce the glare. So here it says each person has different needs, but the Pro XDR has a new level of efficiency, and it defines it. Okay, so here you can see this amazing quality photo of the Pro XDR, and here you can see the 6K display, the 5K display, and the 4K display. So you can see that, you can clearly see the difference, right? So you're getting 6,000 pixels. It's like you're basically 2160. Here you're getting over 4,000. You're getting a lot of pixels. So this is gonna offer really good quality. So this is 7600 by 430. 5K a couple years ago used to be the top, but I guess now they're going 6 and 8Ks. So this is really good. So yeah, it has 218 ppi, which is really good for such a huge screen. Because for the 13-inch Mac, I believe it's MacBook Air 2019 edition, it has about 220 pixels per inch, and this one has slightly less, but it's 32 inches. That's like almost 3 times the size of a MacBook. So I highly recommend you guys get this monitor. But let's keep going. Many creatives, one vision. So here you can see they're showing an image of a Amazon bird, and you can see how it works in different environments. Here it looks like a more like a little rustic-ish, like wooden traditional look in the monitors here, and then over here you can see a little bit more modern, a little bit more what's it called, more refined look, and you can see how it matches in both areas. So this monitor is really neutral. You can pretty much put it in any place. It's not just for modern places. So yeah, it says you can basically catch anything, and you can basically get it to the best standard as possible while editing your videos. So here you got your reference modes. You can adjust. You can use requirements HDR, HD, SD, video, digital cinema, and you basically can. Yeah, this video is gonna be really long, so you guys can pause it right here, and you guys can read this. So you guys can read this right here, right? So let's keep going. All right, so beautiful picture is only one part of the story. So yeah, so here you got the Pro XDR. This is the back of it. You got the power supply, your four ports. So this monitor, this has this really nice design. I haven't ever seen anything, and it says there's more air in this monitor than metal, and that is really good. So basically, it's saying that it doubles the surface area exposed to air. So this can it can help cool it like really good. Yeah, it says right here quiet cooling, because if this thing is gonna heat up a lot. It's a 6K display. It's not some like 19-inch monitor 1080p. It's an extremely high end monitor, and it's gonna have really high performance. So instead of having a humongous fan in here, they made it so that it naturally cools with the air. So I believe this would make it a little bit quieter than a regular monitor, like regular monitor with these specs. And elevate your work and rotate it too. So yeah, they're basically saying that you can rotate this as well. So you want 2 monitors, you can have this one rotated vertically and the other one horizontal. That shouldn't matter, because this is this monitor stand actually helps you rotate in any direction you like, and you can fine tune it to the perfect viewing angle based on your size. So if you're like an NBA player, you can put it up here, and if you're a small kid, you can put it down here. So it's really good for that. But I don't recommend you guys keep on moving the screen every day between people. I'd rather you guys use your chair and lift your chair up and lift your chair down, because this thing might get damaged, because you guys people keep touching with their fingers, and it'll get damaged for sure. And yeah, it says 120 millimeters of height adjustment, so basically 12 centimeters. And yeah, you can move it effortlessly, and it stays exactly where you leave it. It's not like if you put it up here, it's not slowly gonna droop down after an hour. So you should be fine with that. And every side is a good side. See, you have the vertical here, so you want coding, you can do it like that. You want to turn it around, watch a YouTube video, and yeah. Also, yeah, you guys should subscribe to my channel if you like this video, if you're enjoying it right now. So it says we can detach it, move, and attach it. So let's say we have 2 stands, right? You got 1 stand here, 1 stand there, right? So let's say you want to, or that's a bad example. So let's say you want to, you have a wall mount and you have a regular, right? So let's say you want to take this out and you just want to move it, and then you put it on a wall mount. You want to use it at your work. You want to take that monitor and take it back and put it here. So that's really beneficial for people who don't want to pay for 2. I really appreciate Apple doing this, because that would be very costly for people to buy 2 of these, as they're already extremely expensive. So yeah, and they have powerful partnerships. So Basically, they're saying that all their devices, they all work seamlessly. So if you have the Mac Pro tower and if you have the MacBook Pro, they'll all connect to this, as they all share the same USB-C port, like the Apple ecosystem. And then you also have AR, so you can see your Pro display in your workspace, and you can see how it looks, and if you want to adjust it or anything like that. And it says that power to change everything, and you can learn more about the Mac Pro. The Mac Pro is the main PC used to link with this. And yeah, it says in temperatures, and if you guys saw one, if you guys saw two, these are the specifications for that. And all right, let's go back up and let's look at the tech specs. So here I'm gonna scroll through. You guys can see it, okay? And you guys can see the prices, $5,000 and $6,000. So I'm gonna keep scrolling slowly. These are US dollars, by the way. I'm gonna keep scrolling, and you guys can look. Yeah, the refresh rates are pretty good for the size. And I'm gonna keep scrolling, okay? And you guys can pause it whenever you guys like, um, and take a quick look and read it. I'll just keep scrolling. I'll link this in the description below as well. And if you guys are enjoying this video, feel free to like, comment, share it. My goal this year is to get 4,000 subscribers and 10,000 views. So yeah, you can see these are the specifications. All right, let's go up and let's see the buying. Let's see how much it would cost for us to buy one of these. So, all right, so I'm going to buy. All right, so view gallery, which glasses right for? Okay, let's go with the more expensive, nano texture. All right, so it says we want a pro stand. A pro stand is basically where it rotates up and down. So let's say, oh yeah, I want a pro stand, okay? So yeah, maybe I want a wall adapter as well. So let's get that. So it comes around $7,000 for a fully spec'd out one, not including tax. So if you guys have the money to afford this, I highly recommend it, as it's the top of it's like the top right now for monitors, and it very well is. It has an extremely good display, extremely good range, contrast ratios, viewing angles, size, everything. It's perfect. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Please don't dislike this video if you guys don't like it. Please comment below and tell me what I should fix, so that next video I'll fix it. As I'm a new channel right now, I don't really. Whenever someone dislikes a video, it negatively affects me a lot than what it may seem to you guys. So please share this video, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching, and see you.